We're at the Dilhan School of Tea. Welcome back. Today we are going to talk about chai. What is a chai? It is a tea-based, healthy, ayurvedic drink. And why is it healthy? Because tea has a beautiful and perfect marriage with different natural ingredients. Tea itself is of course natural because it is the naturally processed leaf of Camellia sinensis. Around 1,000 years ago, our royalty came up with the idea of delivering natural Ayurvedic health through this combination of tea and spices. In our 6,000-year pharmacopoeia, star anise, cardamom, Ceylon cinnamon, nutmeg, these are the medicines that they used in that time, and it is these that form the basis of a chai. Right now, I'm going to invite Ajit from the Tea Lounge by Dilma, who's going to show us how to brew a chai. Go for it, Ajit. You've got to start with a good tea. When I say good tea, I don't mean just Dilma. I mean tea that is brewed perfectly, because chai is a combination of tea, milk, whether you use oat milk, whether you use, as we do in our Sri Lankan tradition, whether you use condensed milk or another, it's simply a matter of taste. And then you combine other ingredients. So every time you combine some ingredient with tea, you take something away from the tea. So you need to make sure that to respect the tea, that you brew it right. So what Ajit is doing right now is he's used fresh tea, he's sealed it, made sure that it stays fresh, and he's added his freshly boiled water. And he's gonna stir. Stirring is important. So many of us forget. Of course, in hospitality, we are busy, but we've got to find time to stir, and then you need to cover. Why do you cover it? Because a lot of the goodness in tea, the goodness, the antioxidants are also related to flavor. So the goodness and the taste, they are volatile, which means when you keep it open, that beautiful aroma that you get, it is also the aroma of the flavor and the goodness leaving. So Ajit is now brewing his tea, but he has one that he has brewed before. So Ajit will get our prior brewed tea. So we'll move this aside. And so 5 minutes is the brew, but to save time, we have one that has already been brewed, and we are going to use, in this instance, a Ceylon cinnamon. So for this cinnamon, because cinnamon has that woody sweetness, it is spicy, but it is gentle. It's got a wonderfully sweet woodiness which we are going to be bringing out. So it is for that reason that we've chosen our brilliant breakfast tea from the tea series. So now if we were doing a ginger or a more intense combination, we would be using a tea that was stronger, possibly even a lower elevation tea. So like all good members of the School of Tea, Ajit has one that has been prepared before, and this is his tea. So we're doing it in the traditional method in the streets of Colombo, and what we are seeing now is with the addition of the condensed milk, you're getting a beautiful reddish color of the tea with milk, and that reddishness, it's important because that means that you brewed your tea strong and bright, a minimum of 5 minutes. And now what Ajit is doing, he's added the cinnamon, Ceylon cinnamon, because that's got the goodness, and he's pulling the tea to oxygenate it. And when you oxygenate it, it tastes better. So this froth, it's a sign that he's doing it right. And finally, once he's done that, he's going to pour it into our chai mug. You've got the pieces of the cinnamon coming through so that your guest is going to see and feel and taste all of the goodness that's in there, and you have this beautiful, aesthetically pleasing chai. It's authentic and it has that fantastic taste. Respecting the tea with the strong brew, but the important thing about chai also is that you need to create your signature chai. You can use lemongrass, you can use ginger, you can use cinnamon or nutmeg, whatever. Or you can use pandan leaf that grows in your home or grows in your property. You can use local honey to sweeten and take away from this condensed milk. You can use oat milk, you can use almond milk, but always make sure that the combination comes together harmoniously. And when I say harmoniously, I mean in aroma, in taste, in texture, and in the personality. So here I've got a strong tea, I've got sweetness from the condensed milk being balanced out by the sweetness and the spice that comes from the Ceylon cinnamon. Thank you, Ajit, and Cheers.